New 6 is brought to you by this station and by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation.
Today on News 6, we'll meet a worldly ham operator. We'll see some odd chickens, and we'll also visit an Ottoville landmark. Hi, and welcome back to News 6. I'm Kevin Kemper from Ottoville Elementary School in Ottoville, Ohio. Here with the story about a man with friends all over the world is Craig Brinkman.
You might think Andy Pittner is a worldly type of guy. Well, he is. That's because Andy is a ham radio operator, which enables him to talk with people all over the world.
Most people like to listen to the radio, but Andy Pittner likes to talk on it. No, he's not a DJ. Andy is a ham radio operator. He has a very powerful radio antenna that allows him to talk to people all over the world.
This raid that Americans made on in Libya yesterday, on Benghazi and Tripoli, of course that comes up very close to home to me because I spent about 4 months in Benghazi in 1944.
Andy says that most people around the world speak English, but if they don't, he can communicate with them through Morse code.
And a lot of friends throughout the world. One of my old army buddies we're getting ready to have in the van work.
Andy receives cards from all over the world from people who have received his signal. Every time Andy receives a signal from someone else, he sends them a card. The cards carry information like the time and date a person's signal is received. They also carry a person's name and call letters. Why do you like ham radios?
The reason I like ham radio is because I like to help other people. During the 78, 79, 77 and 78 blizzard, I was on the radio for 23 hours straight and passing messages.
Andy enjoys his hobby because it gives him a chance to help people and meet people all over the world.
This week's show is produced by Catherine Heights' 6th grade class from Ottoville Elementary School, located in Ottoville, Ohio. Ottoville is located in Putnam County, about 35 miles southwest of Findlay. Ottoville was founded in 1845 and its present population is around 800 people. Now here's Michelle Heitmeyer with a look at an Ottoville skyline landmark.
While Ottoville may not be a very large town, it does boast of having a rare sight in the town's skyline. The Immaculate Conception Church is one of the 3 Roman Catholic churches in the United States that has 2 steeples.
Ottoville's Immaculate Conception Church is a very special part of our town.
What I consider makes it special is the twin towers and the beautiful Gothic architecture. And the other thing that we have in the church here that's kind of outstanding is we have a pipe organ that is of a rather unique and large nature, and a lot of musicians like to come and take a look at that.
What's your favorite part about the church?
Oh, I love the Gothic arches and the altar, and I love the large crucifix that hangs up there in front of the sanctuary.
The church was built between 1885 and 1888. That makes it almost 100 years old. The church is Gothic in its design. That means that it has a lot of arches and intricate designs. The most noticeable part of the church are its twin steeples. They tower 180 feet above the ground and are very detailed in their design. The bells in the tower chime every hour. People come from all over to see our church. The church is a very special and beautiful part of the Ottoville community.
Now it's time for Kids View, a weekly feature in which kids get to say what is on their minds. This week's question is, if you could change any rule in the world, what would it be? And it was submitted by Cheryl Honeyford. Here's what you had to say.
If I could change any rule, it would be that you didn't have to go to school.
If I were to change any rule in the world, I would change the Ohio speed limit up to 100 miles an hour.
If I could change any rule in the world, I would that you don't have to pay taxes.
If I could change one rule in the world, it would be that people over 14 can vote.
That you can get your little brother a brain operation without your parents' permission.
That you can get a license to drive at the age of 12.
If I could change any rule in the world, it would be to eat out and not eat school's dog food.
If I could change any rule in the world, it would be that kids could chew, blow bubbles, and crack gum in school.
Larry Dunlap lives on a farm a couple of miles outside of Ottoville. Larry raises over 200 chickens on his land, but these chickens aren't your ordinary chickens. You might say Larry's farm is for the birds.
Larry Dunlap has a hobby that is really for the birds. He raises pheasants, checkered partridge, quail, geese, doves, peacocks, and many different types of chickens. So many that you would really have to egg him on to tell you all the different kinds.
I have about 15 or 20 different types of chickens. There are Polish, there are 3 different breeds of Polish. Arcanas, the South American chicken that lays the colored Easter eggs. And there are white leghorns, brown leghorns. There's so many, I can't name them all.
Where do you get your different birds?
My birds all come from different sources. I have friends that raise them, and I pick up a couple of birds there, or I'll go to a pet shop, pick up a couple of birds there.
One of his most favorite types of chickens is the kind that lay different colored eggs.
The Acarania chickens are the chickens that lay the tinted eggs. They're not fed any special feed. It's just that their eggs come out green, blue, avocado, and all shades of green tints.
I just have to ask you this. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
I would say the egg had to come first because the chicken is derived from a reptile.
Larry is a real nice guy and takes real good care of all his birds. You might even say that he's always in a foul mood.
That's all for this week's show. We hope to see you again on News 6 real soon.
News 6 is brought to you by this station and by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation.